Team left, Sharon Nabil, skipper of the Malaysian team, Paul Revington, chief coach, and George Koshi, the manager. We'll take questions on the floor later. Firstly, Paul, welcome to the Azlan Shah Cup formally.
Thank you.
And it's your first Azlan Shah Cup as a coach with Malaysia.
Yes.
And how have been the preparations of the team so far going into this tournament?
Preparations would have started, I say, for 2013 in the middle of January. We've had several weeks of good training. We've had a test series against Ireland. We've had a test series against New Zealand in the last week, and pretty much has gone according to plan. So we're entering here in good spirit, in good form. And therefore the confidence entering tomorrow will be high.
The expectations for the tournament, you have a philosophy of going into the pitch, winning every game,
yeah,
which ultimately means that we will win the tournament.
Well, I think any high performance coach at this level, and certainly playing against teams in the top 10, you can enter tournaments with a cautious mindset, or you can enter a tournament with an aggressive mindset, which means you want to move into the top 10. And certainly from a Malaysian point of view, our aim is to increase our world ranking, and therefore to do that you have to win. And therefore every game here we're entering to win the game.
The assessment of the other 5 teams. How most of them have brought youngsters, with the exception of Pakistan and Malaysia.
Yes.
How would you assess the opponents, the other 5 teams?
I think Satwant, in the brief that I would have given for the program, starting with Australia, their style and their way of playing and their hockey culture at home means that their group of 30 that they bring are always going to be a fast and competitive unit. So I think that speaks for itself. Korea have been in the top 6, top 7 for the last 10 years, which also speaks volumes for their quality. New Zealand have made massive strides in the last 4 or 5 years, and have been in the Olympics and World Cup for the last 10 years as well, so their quality certainly speaks for themselves. And then India and Pakistan as greats in the game of hockey, and 2 countries that have probably defined international hockey. Again, their quality speaks for themselves. So, we under no illusion as to how hard the Azlan Shah Cup always is, but then to Malaysian hockey's credit, they set high standards with regards to the teams that they invite, and that is good for our team, certainly.
Looking forward to the game tomorrow. Korea, mixed results in Champion Challenge and the last match.
Yeah, it was mixed results. I think clearly they had the better of the semi-final, and they played a good first half against us. I know a few days earlier our performance against them was of very, very high quality, and therefore even though we were disappointed and frustrated to lose the semi-final, we will still look back at the pool game knowing that if we get all our ducks in a row, if things are strong for us, then I think against Korea we will be able to match them.
You've got a pool of 27, 28 players which you selected the final 18 from. Is this envisioning into going into the World League with these players, or those players are still with a fighting chance, and are you changing the composition of the team after the Malaysian Hockey League?
Again, the brief that we communicated from the outset was that the best case scenario was to select a squad from MHL to MHL. The last MHL was in September, October 2012, which we selected our squad of 30. The next MHL is straight after this event, which is really good timing for us. So the current group of 30 have had 5-6 months together, 4 months, 5 months together. It will be important for those players to enter the MHL and show their quality. Anyone else wanting to enter the squad after that has got an opportunity to do it through the MHL.
George, your thoughts on the tournament, having managed the team from 6 to 7?
Cannot be that low.
2 runners up, right?
Yeah, 2 runners up. I think I echo everything refs have said about the tournament. High quality teams are participating in this tournament. I think as far as Malaysia is concerned, the mentality and the thought process that we have given to the team is that to go out and win every game we play. That's the attitude. And having said that, I think we need to recognize the fact that we have very strong opponents we're going to play against. And of course, the idea is to win every game that we play.
Captain, boleh cakap bahasa Malaysia tak? Pendapat you pasal tournament, VC team, macam mana matlamat?
Bagi saya itu sukan apa yang dirancang oleh coach, apa strategi yang diberi pada coach, kita just perlu untuk game by game lah. Kita ikut performa untuk game by game, so kita cuba untuk capai sebaik yang mungkin.
Semangat pemain lepas perlawanan New Zealand itu kalah first game, menang?
Saya rasa untuk semangat pasukan, saya rasa first game kita lose dengan New Zealand, so second game kita menang New Zealand, so kita start winning daripada sana. So saya rasa baguslah untuk permulaan untuk Azlan Shah.
Questions from the floor?
Paul, you've been here for a short while now. What's been your biggest challenge?
The biggest challenge would...
And not the names of the players.
Sorry?
Not including the names of the players.
Yeah, I don't think there have been that many challenges. We've been here for 5-6 months. You know, every organisation is slightly different to the other. The bonuses that the players have at the moment with regards to the facilities, the backing with regards to them being paid, the support that they get from the ISN, etc., is difficult to see where the challenges and the difficulties lie. So we focused more on what we've got, what we need to utilise, and obviously improve how we utilise the facilities and things available to us. So my mindset again is based more on how to search for the positive things and the strengths in our environments than the absolute challenges.
Okay, well, it sounds like you've got pretty well everything that you need. You've got no excuse now if you don't perform. What are you going to do?
Well, that would be our challenge, is
Yeah.
to make sure that we're using those facilities and look to improve on a daily basis. And if we're improving on a daily basis, the improvement must lead to performances and results.
Oh, good. Well, let's hope so.
That's it.
Great.
Any more questions?
Coach, there's some reports state that your target is champion, but others say that your target is top 4. Which one is the right one?
Budley, that's a question that I will answer at the end of the event. My target and challenge ultimately is to make sure that our performances improve on a game-to-game basis. I've said from the outset that if we focus on the small parts of our performance, which we've done over the last 5 months to get enough results, if the results keep coming, the logic would state that if you're winning every game in a tournament, you're going to win that tournament. So the objective for me is performance on a game-to-game basis, and ultimately to make sure that we are pushing to win every game at the moment. And I think that mindset would be pretty close to staying in the present and making sure that every 24 hours the boys produce and the team produce something of high quality.
Coach, do you know that Mr. Paul Lisek from Korea is a former Malaysian coach?
Yes, hi Paul. We met each other again on the lift, in the lift on the way down, so yes.
So any comment about that?
Geez, the only comment I have is I'm a little younger than Paul, and while while I was developing and growing as a coach, and I grow and develop as a coach every day, Paul certainly was one of the people that I looked up to. He's a high quality coach, and I have an immense amount of respect for Paul. He's produced great quality with Germany. He's produced great quality in Malaysia. He assisted immensely in the last Australian cycle as well. I could probably talk for a lot longer on how he has contributed immensely to the growth of modern hockey as well. So outside of standing on the other side to him and being in awe of him, I'm a high performance coach. We want to, obviously as high performance coaches, we want to win, but certainly from a respect point of view, I have immense respect for Paul Lusek, and obviously I wish him well with the Korean side as well.
Okay, anything for Harun? Abel? No?
Harun, komen mengenai ketiadaan Amin Rahim sikit lah. Dia our top flicker